Hey guys, I hope you had a good week. I know that where I'm at, the weather is a little ADD right now, so we were going from 80-degree weather and now we're down to about 40 something weather, so that's always very fun. But I hope that your week's been well, and I have two more passages for you and a song which affects me and maybe affects you as well. So, without any further ado, okay, so the first passage that I have for you is James 2 1 through 4. This is talking about favoritism and not doing it. It starts saying, "My brothers, as believers in our glorious Lord Jesus Christ, don't show favoritism. Suppose a man comes into your meeting wearing a gold ring and fine clothes, and a poor man in shabby clothes also comes in. If you show special attention to the man wearing fine clothes and say, 'Here's a good seat for you,' but say to the poor man, 'You stand there,' or 'Sit on the floor by my feet,' have you not discriminated among yourselves and become judges with evil thoughts?" Now, this lays heavily on the idea of judging people and not treating them differently, not loving them any differently. And for me, it's hard. Like, not necessarily the looks, because I don't have too bad of time on that. It's how people act. I have trouble sometimes judging people based on how they act or what they say. So I'm trying to find verses like this that help with that, and I'm trying to get better with it. If you have any suggestions for it, I would be more than glad to hear them. Alright, the second verse is 1 Corinthians 9:19 through 23. And Paul's talking here, saying how he appeals to people. "Though I am free and belong to no man, I make myself a slave to everyone, to win as many as possible. To the Jews I become like a Jew, to win the Jews. To those under the law I become like one under the law, though I myself am not under the law, as to win those who are under the law. To those not having the law I become like one not having the law, though I am not free from God's law, but am under Christ's law, so as to win those not having the law. To the weak I become weak, to win the weak. I have become all things to all men, so that by all means possible I may save some. I do all this for the sake of the gospel, that I may share in its blessings." So Paul is talking right here about how he appeals to people and how he is coming down to their level, but not becoming that level, and so that they might receive and understand the gospel. Now, in an extent, I believe this is a defense for contemporary Christian music. People seem to think that contemporary Christian music is going too much like secular music and it's nearing devil music or something. I've heard different interpretations of what people think it is, but I think that's Paul's words, being placed right there. So I think as long as the songs have lyrics about Jesus and are about God and are uplifting and positive rather than the other songs that are negative and bring you down, I think that it's perfectly fine for it to be contemporary. And actually, I think it might reach more people than the traditional stuff because language and music, everything like that evolves. So we need to evolve with it so that we can reach people. On the same note, rather, this verse talks to me saying that we need to be more extroverted and we need to go out and get with these people. We can't just hobble inside with a whole bunch of other Christians and talk about God, which that's great. That's great once in a while, but you need to get out there and you need to connect with these people and you need to figure out what makes them tick and how you can reach them. All right, and the song that I'm recommending for this video is the song from Sanctus Real called Forgiven. And the main part of this song that really gets to me is actually in the bridge part of the song, if you're familiar with musical terms at all. It says, "When I don't measure up to much in this life, I'm still a treasure in the arms of Christ," meaning that you don't have to do anything. You don't have to be amazing. You don't have to be, even if you sell hot dogs on the corner of 5th and Fremont, I don't even know, for the rest of your life, even if you don't have a job, if you become a thief, anything that you do, you're still a treasure as long as you are loving and caring for him. So that's just good reassurance that, no matter what happens, that we are still treasured, still loved, and we still have a future in God. So, again, if you have any comments, if you have any suggestions, if you want to come pillage my house, no, don't do that one. But if you want to comment and give suggestions, go ahead and do that. I am also open to suggestions on what verses or passages you would like to talk about, or maybe even songs. Like if you want me to suggest a song to other people because it is meaningful, go ahead and do that. So, until next time, have a good week and God bless.